Hello. Okay, so you're going to do a bit of a video, just an update on how my training for Buffalo 75 kilometer trail run is going, because it is going. While Hamish has some cucumber. There's some more cucumber. Good boy. So Buffalo Stampede is on April the 13th on a Saturday, and I kick off at about 6 a.m. And then our group that are doing the 20 kilometer version are starting at about 8 a.m. So yeah, 75 kilometers. Now at the moment I have just entered basically my first week of intensity block. Okay, so first week of intensity block has just about started. Whoa! Whoa! Don't work with children while you're trying to do videos. Hi, baby boy. Hello, cheeky boy. So intensity block has just started, and I'm really just getting into this kind of whole high intensity training all over again. And it's really kind of hit me really hard within the first week. And when I say it's hit me hard, I mean that obviously recovery is now becoming more and more into play, rather than just doing some LAHR training all the time where your recovery is quite sufficient because it's such a low intensity. You're finding that I'm not having to recover so much from those sort of sessions, whereas now my recovery is, really, really important. So I only got probably about 2/3 of the training that I was supposed to do last week, because of that recovery and because of the DOMs that I was experiencing. So last weekend or last Saturday, I was supposed to do a 35 kilometer run as part of the plan, or as part of the increase in kilometers as I go along. And the body wasn't ready, so I waited an extra few hours, got a few extra nutrition in, a bit of extra bone broth, just to kind of help the recovery side a little bit, and kind of felt okay in the afternoon. So I went out for just 2 hours along the Great North Walk and managed to pull out about a 19 kilometer to 20 kilometer run in the 2 hours, which is pretty decent considering the one, how I was feeling in the morning, but then two, how actually hard and difficult the track was itself. Okay, so didn't do too bad. I kind of felt all right after that. Then on Sunday we woke up and had another MFHP adventure, a hike that was just over 20k, and we did that kind of around Brow Waters, but heading up towards Brooklyn. So definitely a lot of kilometers under the legs, although I didn't hit the 35 kilometers that I wanted to on the Saturday. But hey, I got to listen to the body. I got to understand exactly what I'm feeling at certain times, and if I just do it because that's what the program says, then to be honest, that's just going to reduce my health. That's not going to increase my health. And again, I'm all about ensuring that health and performance are coincided together, rather than me just burning out and doing the 75 kilometer run and then feeling like shit when I get to the end of it, and not wanting to run or not wanting to move and feel the way that I feel now. Okay, so the next couple of weeks are again within an intensity block. Okay, so I've still got some tempo runs, I've still got some hill training that I need to get done. And then this Friday, I'm going to be doing a 35 to somewhere around 35 and 40 kilometer run to get the kilometers back up again. And then basically every Friday or every Saturday from here on in, for the next 4 weeks, I will increase by about 5 kilometers. Okay, so this week will be somewhere between 35 and 40, and next week will be 40 to 45, and then 45 to 50, and then I should be able to get one more in at about 55 kilometers, which will be about 2 weeks beforehand, and that's my last long run that I will do. But obviously that's coupled with high intensity training and lots of rest as well. So big emphasis on my rest at the moment because the intensity is so high. And if I don't rest, then again, I'm just going to get nothing out of the actual high intensity training that I'm doing, which obviously becomes redundant if I'm not going to rest from it. So yeah, so this week I have got some sprints today, and then tomorrow I've got a 15 kilometer tempo run up a hill, and that's all on treadmill. The reason I do it on the treadmill is purely because of convenience. I haven't got a chance to actually head out into the bush. So just got to make do with what you've got. Then on Thursday, I'm going to do some hill sprints and some stair sprints on the stepper at the gym. And then on Friday, again, I've got that long run. Okay, so then I'll probably rest all the way from Friday, once that run is done, all the way to about Monday, maybe even Tuesday. Again, it will depend on how I'm feeling and depend on my body as I go along. So really, really exciting. I've got to drop about another 4 kilos by the time I get there. So the weight that I'm currently at the moment is kind of the weight that I would like to race at, but I'm going to be carrying somewhere between 3 and 4 kilos with a pack. So I kind of just need to take that next drop down to about 71 kilos for the race. Okay, so I'm hovering around that 74, 75 kilo mark at the moment. And so I've got about 5 or 6 weeks to make sure that that's done. So to do that, I will decrease my carbohydrates a little bit more, be a little bit stricter on those, and probably just remove a few items and remove a few meals here and there, just so that my body can start to kind of pull from my own fat stores rather than dietary intake and calories and energy in. It would just be a little bit less. Okay, so that'll be over the next few weeks. 4 or 5 kilos, somewhere around there anyway. 71 kilos is pretty much the target at the moment. So I'm nice and light, so I can carry myself for 75 kilometers. Okay, so aerobic base, like I said, has been built. It's all about intensity now. Recovery, I need to emphasize it because I can get caught up with all these adrenaline and high intensity training hormones, cortisol, where it blocks out the pain. So I still need to make sure that I'm intuitively thinking and then I can understand when I need to rest and when I can actually move forward. So that's exciting. Some big things to come. Hopefully we get to the end of 75 kilometer trail run, Buffalo Stampede, and I'm not utterly broken. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the check-in. Next one, I'm going to do another one next week. Enjoy. Bye.